Stretching your money. What do I mean? Well, at Kroger's, they have the regular meat, and then they have the stuff that's starting to go bad, and they mark it down in the day-old stuff. I got 4.5 pounds of beef for $8, which is a pretty good deal. And it was in the day-old stuff, or markdown stuff. So what did I do with that? Well, I'm dehydrating part of it on my new dehydrator. I've also got more in the freezer to dehydrate. Now, it had some fat in it, it had a bone in it. So, the fatty parts, I cut up, I'm cooking, and I'm making dog treats. That's right, dog treats. So, I take these fatty little pieces like this, and I put them inside his Kong, and he enjoys the heck out of them. And he's happy, I'm happy, everybody's happy. Got some meat on there, we do that. But, you know, you don't want to just waste it all on a dog that way. So, I take some more of that fatty meat, and I cut most of the fat off of it, but I kept it. I can put it in with soups or stocks or beans or whatever else. And I've got that in the freezer. And now I've got that big bone. You know, you got that big beef bone in there. What are you going to do with that? That's right, you know when you cut your broccoli and you have your florets off the broccoli and you have that long stem, sometimes people don't use that stem. Well, I keep part of that stem and I use it for my stocks. And I do the same thing with cauliflower. And I do the same thing with the tops off celery. So I mixed all that stuff together, put it in my stock pot, put the bones, I take the bones and I boil the bone first and I dump the water off, clean the bone off a little bit, put it back in there with some meat on there and let it go in the stock pot for a while. I come up with a wonderful, wonderful broth. And this can go into beans or rice or anything else. And it's a wonderful flavoring. So instead of just using plain water, I use the stock. Now, if I really want to condense this stock down, what I'll do with this, well, this has already been in the freezer for a little bit, so it's going to go back in there. It's going to freeze, and I'm going to use it like this. Take that stock, and if I don't want to use it that way, and I really, really condense it down, you know, and evaporate it off and make it down that way, I put it in ice cube trays. Then I freeze it in the ice cube trays, ice cube trays, and then I can take those and just add 1 or 2 ice cubes to whatever I'm preparing. So if I'm making some noodles or something and I want some extra flavor in there and I want beef or chicken or whatever, I just put the ice cubes, take them out of the ice cube trays, put them into a Ziploc bag, mark chicken on there, or beef on there, or pork on there. That's right, I even make pork stock. Put it in there, put it up, throw it in the big freezer over here in the corner, and away it goes. And we can use those to put in there for a little extra flavoring. So use your food the best you can. Use it all up. You know, so with the dog, I can afford to get rid of some of that extra fatty pieces that I wouldn't normally eat. And with being able to use them in beans and other stuff where you want some of that fat to go in there, pretty nice. Rice is the same way. Then you can dehydrate part of it. You can save some of it for other meals. And you can even use the bones as you boil them down and make stock with them and other things. So use your food the best of your abilities. Make them dollars stretch. All right, I'll get with you on the next one.